Gino Corsi is the ultimate choice for all of your real estate needs. With a wealth of experience and a deep understanding of local neighborhoods, Gino consistently goes above and beyond to find the perfect home or investment property for his clients. When you choose Gino Corsi as your realtor, you're choosing a trusted partner who will guide you every step of the way to your real estate goals. Are you ready to love where you live?
Hey everyone, it's Gino Corsi with Triple Diamond Real Estate, and I'm so excited to officially announce that I am now a proud sponsor of Missouri State Ice Hockey. When you work with me, you're not only getting a reliable realtor, but also contributing to the growth of our community through local sports. So give me a call if you're ready to team up and find your dream home while cheering on our Missouri State Ice Bears.
Thank you. So, why Springfield? I get asked that a lot, and I choose to live here because Springfield is a place that I can enjoy the life I want.
I love the outdoors.
We can be on the lake in just a short drive.
It only takes me 10 minutes to get to work.
Or off to anywhere in the world. I know my kids will be safe and well educated.
There are really good job opportunities after graduation.
I'm able to work remotely and create on a high level.
The healthcare options in this area are incredible.
The options for housing and cost of living are so affordable.
We have room to create.
I love to experience the excitement of sports.
Can't beat the food.
Or the drinks.
Why Springfield? Because all the pieces you need to create your own story are here. The only thing missing is you.
Well, there are many great veterans organizations that help our wounded warriors. It's invisible wounds that go unrecognized, leading to addiction, brokenness, and often suicide. The Warriors Journey is a nationally recognized veterans nonprofit headquartered here in Springfield, Missouri. Our programs have helped over 15,000 warriors face those invisible challenges, saving thousands of lives and restoring countless families. No paperwork, no red tape. Learn more at twj.org or text us at 213-TWJ-HELP.
Pride. It is very common for one to associate the word pride with the lions of the Serengeti. But if you make your way to the Ozarks in North America, and follow a migration trail that runs straight to Bear Boulevard, you'll find another unique and perhaps superior specimen, also associated with the term pride, the Missouri State Bear. While this bear sports truly unique plumage in the fall, it's the signature maroon and white coat that differentiates this bear from other lesser species. Missouri State Bears are excellent nocturnal foragers, able to easily sniff out a mate, a nest, or the best cashew chicken around. While they can be recognized for their impromptu exuberance, what the Missouri State Bears are truly known for is their pride. It starts with an incredible work ethic, a never-give-up attitude, and their ability to rally around for the greater good. These bears take pride in their habitat, their fellow bears, their community, and their future. It's why Missouri State Bears sit at the top of the educational food chain. How do you know if the bear you see is a Missouri State Bear? Simple. Its trajectory is always onward and upward. And, well, they eat tigers for lunch.
Ball 60! Ball 60 right here, right now!
This is more than a game. This is one team united by one goal.
1, 2, 3, Bears!
We are your Missouri State Ice Bears.
WebSportsRadio.com, in association with KBFL, proudly presents Missouri State University Ice Hockey. With the call, here's Steve Casson.
And live from Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, and in the Big Slice broadcast booth, it is Game 2 between Missouri State and the McKendree Bearcats. Hello, everybody. Steve Casson with you, along with Scott Lutzke and Cal Bussin tonight, as Missouri State hopes to make it 2 in a row to start the season. That is something strange for the Ice Bears. Last season, they split a lot of their games at home, and that was one of the reasons they had a hard time remaining in rankings, but they hope to do it here tonight as we take a look at the pregame report, as Missouri State, with a 6-2 victory last night, 4 goals for Hunter Bolger, 3 assists for Duke Riccardi, and as you look at the scoring right now, Weber with a goal, as you mentioned, Bolger on the power play in the second. Begich for the Bearcats gets a goal, and all of a sudden it is a 2-1 game. It's 3-1 when Bolger gets his second, and then the same scenario in the third, and then Bolger from Duke Riccardi, and Missouri State jumps out to a 4-1 lead. Alexandrov makes it 4-2, and then Derek Cagle gives the Ice Bears fans the Andes goal. That means a $1 one-topping Andes frozen custard. Well, for the remainder of today, fans can get one. Bolger finishes up with a power play goal, his 4th of the game. Missouri State does take the victory by a count of 6-2. Shots, and did the Ice Bears throw a ton of shots on Grayson Skirpan? In fact, 20 in the third period, 60-38. That is the highest total in the career for Grayson Skirpan. Artur Jalavian faced 38 shots in his first victory for Missouri State. The power plays the Ice Bears 75%. They are 100% on the penalty kill, 0 for 3 for the Bearcats. We'll look at some of the leaders for the teams. We take a look and Hunter Bolger. He is the leading scorer with 4 goals last night. As I mentioned, he's 7th in scoring last season, had 6 goals and 8 assists. But again, he was injured for a majority of the season last year. He did have 3 goals versus Maryville in the opening game of the season last year, and so he tops that with his 4 here tonight. Second for the Ice, or well, 4 for yesterday, but the second leader for the Ice Bears, also with 4 points, is Duke Bacardi. And I mentioned he had 3, but no, he did have 4 assists last night. And he has now a 6-game point streak if you go back to last season. 12 goals, 19 assists in the 24-25 campaign for Duke Bacardi. Third for Missouri State. That is Jack Dapron. He had 2 assists last night, 6 career multi-point games, and in the 24-25 season last season, a career high, 10 goals, 9 assists in 30 games for Jack Dapron, averaging about 2 points a game right now. Fourth for the Ice Bears. That is Justin Rapp. His first career points with Missouri State, 2 assists last night, and he was with Utica University NCAA Division III last season at 2 goals and 3 assists with them. Fifth for the Ice Bears. Now there's 2 that are tied. Derek Cagle had a goal last night. His previous goal against OU, January 13th of 2024, so it was a while for him. Career points, 13 goals, 28 assists. And last night, Cody Weber also with a goal, 5-point streak. Again, you have to go back to last season. And 17 goals, 7 assists, career points-wise for him. We'll look at the goaltending crew. And for Missouri State, now they do the Ice Bears, 4 goaltenders listed. Apologies, Cole Fenema not on this list right here, but Fenema is one of the goaltenders, the freshman out of Colleyville, Texas. Also Brady Govero, last year's sophomore veteran, if you want to call him that. Anthony Sikora, also a freshman, and Artur Jalavian, who will do the starting once again for Missouri State. Yesterday, with the win, he's 1-0 with a 2.0 goals against average and a .947 save percentage. Look at the visitors. Alexandrov with 4 goals this season. He's the leader, 4 points. Jacob Begic, 3 goals for him. And Cade Rosansky with a goal and 2 assists. 3 points for Cade this season, along with Reichel Davis. And then Ben Anderson with 2 assists. As we look at the goaltending crew for the Bearcats, 3 on their list. Grayson Skirpan, yesterday we mentioned his season high in shots against, 60. He is 1-1 with a 3.20 goals against average, a .924 save percentage. Also, Dylan Dallaire with a 5.52 goals against average and an .870 save percentage. But it is Mason Hazelhorst getting his first start with the Bearcats. Last season he was with the Junior Blues, 2.05 goals against average and a .900 save percentage. He will make his first start with the Bearcats. We'll look at the matchup for tonight. McKendree, whose record is 1-3 on the season. Missouri State, with the 1-0 record, do have the lead in that. They have the lead in the goals against a 2, but the goals for the Bearcats now with their 1-3 record have 9. Differential, Missouri State leads in that based on power play percentage. 75% goes to the Ice Bears, and then of course penalty kill 2. That is the matchup for tonight's game between these two teams. To close out the WSR pregame report, let's join the public address announcer for tonight's game. And as these two teams get ready to start.
And now, for your starting lineup for tonight's game, let's meet the starters for the visiting McKendree Bearcats. At center, number 92, Matthias Alexandrov. Number 88, Tanner Bettis. Number 19, Reichel Davis.
Tonight, we stay with
on defense, number 25, Ben Anderson.
Because we can.
And on defense, number 10, Jack Sumner. In goal, number 30, Mason Hasselhorst. The Bearcats are coached by head coach Brett DeNapp, and the assistant coach is Christian Belandi. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the heart of Springfield, Missouri, inside the Brightspeed Ice Park, and within the beautiful Stan Melton Arena, it's time. Everyone on your feet. Let's meet the starters for your Missouri State Ice Bears. At center, number 34, Duke Bacardi. At forward, number 21, Justin Rapp. Also at forward, number 91, Hunter Bolger. On defense, number 26, Jacob Hewerman. On defense, number 3, Sam Frederick. And in goal, number 50, Artur Jalabian. Ice Bears are coached by head coach Tom Winkler and assistant coach Ryan Armstrong. Referees for tonight's game are James Holmes, Griffin Green, and lineman Matt Wells. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem, performed tonight by Leah Henderson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Getting ready for game 2. have a ceremonial puck drop, and it's, well, we'll let Joel Teschel tell you about it.
The winners of a Missouri State Hockey Club gift certificate, giving them tonight's Ice Bears ceremonial puck drop experience, along with game tickets for themselves and their mom and dad. The gift certificate was purchased by mom and dad at a Springfield fundraising dinner, raising funds for Smitty's Midwest Boxing Gym here in Springfield. We appreciate Hunter and Reed being here to help get our Ice Bears game off to a great start tonight.
All sorts of fun when you get to drop the puck out on the ice. I've been to that fundraiser. It is a good one. Lots of Missouri State merchandise.
Thanks again to Hunter and Reed, along with their parents, Brad and Amy Selvey, for their support of Smitty's Midwest Boxing Gym and our Missouri State Ice Bears.
I'll tell you what, Cam, just watching that taking so long makes you hungry. Speaking of hungry, I spotted your food on the table. You haven't eaten it yet.
Oh, I have. It's just a big portion.
Oh, did you?
I've got a little bit more to get through. You're absolutely right.
It smells good, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, it does. I'll have to get to it in the intermission.
And there's folks in here. There's a bunch of kids in here. They've got pizza right next to me.
Say, you've got some company.
I will not partake. Well, the Ice Bears hopefully will partake quickly here as they get it out to Justin Rapp. He'll bring it into the zone. Spun all the way around. Rapp will get the puck taken away from him, and it'll be McKendree with possession. Bearcats with the puck. Bring it across the line. That's as far as it goes. Tipped away, and Missouri State's Hunter Bolger had it for a moment. Raced down in now by Duke Bacardi. Off of his stick, flipped up out to center ice, and right back in. Goes past the new goaltender for tonight, Mason Hazelhurst, his first start for Hazelhurst out of Highland, Illinois. Ice Bears steal. Wirtz with the centering pass, doesn't connect. Goes underneath the stick of Anthony Lasante and all the way back for the Ice Bears, who are not able to grab. Puck apparently stayed on the line. Now again, we normally have 4 officials. There's only 3 tonight. In the first game in the Division III contest, Mark Marzola was involved in, we don't know if it was a stick, a puck, or something, but he is not in the game tonight. He normally would be in it, so we wish him well. Puck behind the net, first penalty coming up. Or not. What do we have here? Maybe the net dislodged. Official had his arm up. So that's what it is apparently. Dislodged net. So ignore what I just said. So off the draw, it'll be Brian Wood with possession. Wood brings it out just to center, and then Missouri State will set it up out of their own zone. Across to Jack Wirtz. Has some room. Wirtz will squirt free. Wirtz with it. Centering pass goes underneath the stick of Kaspic, and it's out to center ice, and Missouri State will set it up. Anderson will drive it in. Tipped off of the stick of Bennett Uchaz, and it's out to center ice. Or take that back. That is 43, not 13. That's Oliver Keel. Puck in the Missouri State zone. Back behind the net. The centering pass deflected off of the goal stick of Jalavian. Now a drive blocked in front by Henry Vest. Puck to the far side. 17:30 to go in the period. Mentioned Henry Vest during the preseason games with the Junior Blues. He had 3 goals. Into the corner, near side boards, along the half boards, dug out. Chipped away, but not out from Gavin Henderson. Now the Ice Bears will have possession. Into the zone for Vest. Work behind, looking for some help. Vest still with it. Driven down by Frederick. Sam with an assist thus far this season. Off the boards, a drive comes in from Hewerman. Sent up top. Kept in by Frederick. Driven down low. And a pass through the crease by Henderson. Rims all the way around and out and down. No icing. Line change for Missouri State. They cough it up in the right circle. Taken by Summers. Off of Nick Summers' stick, the sophomore out of Barnhart, Missouri. Puck cleared out and down. Sumner. Doesn't clear. Ice Bears keep it in. Here's Jack Dapron looking for a centering pass. He does get that centering pass. Nobody there. Now here's a shot by Frederick. Misses high and wide. Far side boards. Hawley on the ice now. Jacob Hawley used to play with the rival Drury University. Now the captain has moved on to Missouri State. Sumner behind the net, out in front. Actually, that's Summers. It's off of him, and it's out to center ice. Wood to chip away the puck. Ice Bears have it. Trying to catch McKendree in a line change. Sent down for Hawley. Returned by Alexandrov. Down to the Missouri State zone. 15-14 to go in the period. Puck comes the other way. They call icing as Justin Rapp just did not have the right positioning. Face-off will come back into the Missouri State zone on the icing call. First period intermission. We will have a Where Are They Now series with Dan Odenwald. That is a long interview. We will have to get into it as quick as we can right after the first period. Puck around the official. Ice Bears have possession. Outlet pass. Hunter Bolger has some room. Bolger shoots, and it goes off the glove of Hazelhorst. Out in front, missed the stick of Rapp. Drive comes in from Bacardi. It misses. Far side boards. Around the official goes to the Bearcats. Good hit there by Lasanti as he puts Reichel Davis down, and the Missouri State Ice Bears with possession. Here is a drive in by Rapp, and as fighting it off was Hazelhorst, it went out of his glove. Play continues. Oh, the Ice Bears did not touch the puck. They called it offside. It was a delayed, and they were coming out of the zone, but apparently the officials say it was touched up. 14-10 to go in the period. Puck shoveled out and sent all the way down. The Ice Bears will return the favor across the line into the zone. Wirtz behind the back pass, broken up, taken away by Trey Aramuspe. Across the line, 2-on-2 into the zone, drive in, and it goes behind the net. The Bearcats had a perfect break in front. Begich just shot it wide. Ice Bears give it up. 13:25 to go. Off the boards. Not cleared though by Anderson. Sent back behind the net. Up the middle. Spun around, not able to put it through is The Bearcats, trying to see if that is, yeah, that was 7, Mateo Salvatore. With the spin, he has it again, he shoots, blocker save. Jalavian with the save there. Salvatore sends it over to the right side. Drive comes in, that's blocked. Good block in front by Colby Weber. Up the middle again, and Jalavian with the save there. So everyone allowed to line change. No penalties coming up at all. Oh, the referee, Mark Marzola, is back. So we go back to a 2-referee and 2 linesman scenario. And to wait for the next stoppage in play after he got some stitches. Puck is sent all the way around with 12:15 to go. We get an icing call here. $12:13 to go in the period. Face off to the right of Hazelhorst. Now it goes to Ben Anderson. His lead pass sent all the way down. Another icing call. Shots even up at 3 apiece. Still no score. Walls face off. We'll do it again. Ice Bears have it. Drive in. Glove save. Frederick to Henderson. Henderson's pass in front doesn't connect. Now a shot. Hewerman and a pad save once again. Ice Bears peppering Hazelhorst, but he's reacting the way he needs to. Here's Sumner on his knees, not able to grab control, and it is McKendree with it. Fans react to the hit. Henderson that he puts on Anderson. Now a drive missing wide by Sawyer Lowensdale. Lowensdale still looking for his first points out of Chesterfield, Missouri. Puck all the way down for an icing call. 11:15 to go in the period. Icing will bring it back into the Missouri State end of the ice.
Whether you're moving across town or to a whole new city, Drive Ozark is the partner you need to make moving less stressful.
So the face-off is won by Missouri State. They are able to flip it out to center. Here's Max Greco. Pass goes as far as the red line. Greco last season had a goal, just 4 penalties. Keel's pass to Reichel Davis. Now back to Keel. They'll set it up. Ice Bears get a quick change. Taken by Missouri State. Wirtz with a drive up high. Missed. Rebound. Centered through. Jacob Hawley is able to pull it away. Begich, 3 goals on the season. He'll send it over to Alexandrov, who tries to clear. Stoppage of play. They need another puck. 10-13 remaining. Blockered off of Wood's shot into the corner. And out for Lasante to set it up. Here's Wood. Drive that gets deflected up and out of play. Last season, Brian Wood had a couple of goals. In fact, he had 2 consecutive goals last season. His first 2 with Missouri State. We'll wait for the face-off here. Oh, Bacardi slid in just in time to win the draw, but not controlled by Missouri State. .9:39 to go in a scoreless first period. Here come the Ice Bears. Momentum starting to change a little bit. Bacardi looks, gets to Tyler Lassiter, who misses. Puck shot down. Bolger had it. Looked like it was coming to him when we come the other way. Across the line, into the zone for Begic. Drive in, save, rebound, loose. The Ice Bears give it up. Drop down in low, behind the net. Lassiter. Had it for a moment. Kicked on the line, stays in, and tipped out by Missouri State defensively. Good play there by Cagle. Now to Rapp, tipped out in front, Bacardi save, rebound, and it's covered up. Best opportunity for Missouri State, and Hazelhorst makes a huge pair of saves. Started out slow, became a 2-on-1. First shot save, rebound, and the pad, the right leg pad, stops everything there as Missouri State was that close. So the Ice Bears have been on the doorstep several times, but have not quite gotten what they need, which of course is the first goal of the game. Now the puck gets deflected with a hand pass. Face off to the right of the goaltender Hazelhurst, his left as he looks at it. Draw one taken by Weber, sends it below the goal line. Bearcats cannot clear as Sumner's pass is broken up, but the Ice Bears will have it at the center ice dot of Brightspeed Ice Park. It'll be Brightspeed for the next 9 years. It's a 10-year agreement. Here's Kaspic. He shoots in, missing wide. Over to the far side. Now to Wirtz. Centers it up the middle. Nothing doing. Nobody saw it until it got to the near side. Kaspic with a poke at it. Asking for a potential penalty was Anderson. Ice Bears have it. On the line. Wirtz lost it. It's out to center ice. Back is Frederick to clear it. Now to Wirtz across the line. Line change for Missouri State. Weber with a drive, save, rebound. Up the middle, Wood, and a glove save by Hazelhorst. .7:13 remains. Missouri State does lead in shots by a count of 9-5. After this, Missouri State next weekend will be at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City. Then the Ice Bears come back for 2 straight home weekends. University of Central Oklahoma and then Arizona State before they're off for a weekend. Here is Jonathan Davenport to send it up. Ice Bears and Bearcats scoreless here in this period. Keel had it stolen. Wood could not pick it up. Grabbed and sent down by Landon Booth. Out of Silex, Missouri, still looking for his first point. Last year, Booth had a goal and 2 assists. We come the other way in the Missouri State zone. Centering pass does not work. Now bottled up behind the net. Chipped at it into the corner. Now grabbed by the Ice Bears. Driven down and around. Lead pass by Tarsius Tibish-Kohijig is deflected up and out of play by Derek Cagle. .542 to go in the period. Cagle lost his stick, nothing doing there. But it's McKendree with the pressure. They pull it into the corner. Tibish-Kohijig sent behind the net. Up the middle. Here is Tibish-Kohijig with a shot that is sent down back behind the net for Anderson of Missouri State. He'll take it in. Near side to Dapron. Around Dapron to the corner, kept in, and a drive by Rapp is held onto. Or make that's Henry Vest. Oh no, that's Hawley, 28. Saw the 8, saw the 2. Now it's the line of Rapp, Bacardi, and Bolger out. Immediately turned aside by Hazelhorst. Up the middle, another attempt. Goes wide, here's Rapp, has some room, he shoots, missed. Now picked up by the Bearcats, Salvatore. His pass all the way down where it's intercepted by Hewerman. Here is Hewerman trying to get out of harm's way. The Ice Bears have it to Bacardi, or make that to Bolger. This pass too long for Rapp. Cleared out to center. Well, Sam Frederick managed to have possession of the puck, push his defender out of the way, and still get it in the zone. Now a drive in from an odd angle by Bacardi, covered up by Hazelhorst. 3:49 to go in the period. Again, coming up, first period intermission. Where are they now? Dan Oldenwald. Played from 2003 to about 2006-07. He told me some things that I did not know about during his playing career. Something that I guess you can do. Here's a blast in, blocked as Weber got the drive. I'll let you listen to the interview, I won't spoil it. Wood keeps it in, good play. Oh, even better play by Wood to keep that puck in the zone. Ice Bears with Kaspic. Wirtz on a hit. Puck cleared out. Weber stole it momentarily. Now across the line, a drive in as Nance was right there to maybe put it home. 3:08 remaining. Ice Bears reverse. They get it to the other side. It's still in the Missouri State zone. 2:56 remains. 2-1 lead in shots for Missouri State. 12-6. Drive comes in, and Jalavian sees it go up over him. Now a blast in as Jalavian is able to hold on to that shot. Drive taken by Lowensdale. Face off in the Ice Bears zone. They will, well, they had momentarily control of it. Now here they come, 2-on-2 into the zone, tipped out in front by Vest, up the middle. Nothing there but white jerseys. A drive comes in, inadvertently hits Tibish Kohijig in the back. Grabbed by Alexandrov. 4 goals already for him. He has a 4-game goal scoring streak. Missouri State with possession. Vest had it go off of his stick. Now the Ice Bears 3-on-3 into the zone. Vest tried to move it through. He got pulled off the play. Booth drives it down. Missouri State does want a line change, but they'll wait for possession. Now they change. Into the zone now for Hewerman, looking for some help. Behind the net. Summers gets pulled into it. Now it is a drive missing wide from the left circle by Dapron. Line of Dapron, Hawley, and Reel is their normal line. Now Hawley sends it down to Summers. Less than a minute to go in the period. Drive comes in, is blocked. Summers to forecheck, that is. Here's McCormick. Off of his stick with 40 seconds remaining. Now the Ice Bears lead pass. This should, no, they're going to call icing. Summers not quick enough. 30.5 seconds left. So face off in the Missouri State zone. Draw one, Connor McDonald. Blocked. Chasing it is Davenport. Puck cleared out to center. We're going to have a puck played with the high stick. Face-off should bring it down into the McKendree end of the ice. So the face-off will be to the right. Love goaltender Hazelhorst. Puck one, and we'll get another icing call here. With 11.9 seconds left. We'll call it 12. As you round up. Ice Bears do win the draw. Here's a drive missing wide. 7 to go. Wood with a shot, it ricochets through. Rapp with 2, out in front. Oh, what a save. And now McCarty and Brady Nance kind of go at it. Officials are going to let everything play out. As you see, a little bit of action going on there. That'll do it off the draw. Face-off will end the period with the buzzer. But Missouri State, 12 shots on Hazelhurst. Jalavian faces 7. No scoring, no penalties. Those are the shots. We'll take a break. We'll talk to Dan Odenwald. It's a long one and a good one in the Where Are They Now series. 20 minutes in the books, no score.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles, I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Welcome back to the Where Are They Now series. This time talking with Dan Odenwald, a name that folks may remember from the 2003-04 season to 2007 and 8 season. First of all, Dan, how you doing?
Doing really well. It's been a while since we've had a conversation.
It has been, and when I first called you, you said that I would not be on your bingo card for this year.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have Steve Casson calling me to do an interview on my 2025 bingo card, so it was a good surprise.
Well, I'm glad I could surprise you. You know, it's the 25th anniversary of Missouri State hockey, which seems kind of strange to say that because you've been there kind of since the beginning when the team transitioned from a Division III to a Division II team, and your stats are pretty impressive. 112 goals, 91 assists, 203 points. You are one of the top point getters in the history of Missouri State hockey. The thing I want to talk about is, if you remember this, I think you will, because this is kind of a situation where you had to take a test for the field that you're in now, which we'll talk about in a second. And then I think Stan Melton picked you up, got you from the airport. We got you into the second period of a regional
game versus Robert Morris.
Yep, in Chicago. And of course, that was an unbelievable game. Talk about that. I'm sure that had to be kind of an interesting scenario.
Yeah, so that was a very interesting scenario because I'm in the fire service, and at the end of my sophomore year, it was something that I thought I should pursue. It was just me that I wasn't doing it, so I pursued it. And I don't know if you remember Rochelle Marquardt.
Sure.
She was a liaison from the club to the university, and I found out that I was getting into the academy, which was hard to get into, but it was starting February 1st or something like that. I'm like, well, I won't be able to go to school, which means I won't be able to play hockey, which she was able to help me out, get me eligible to still play hockey, get some credits for the not the university, but the academy I was going to. So I was actually, that morning, I was in my academy class, got out a little bit early, caught a flight from St. Louis to Chicago, got delayed a couple of hours. I remember just sitting there, I'm like, oh, just get me there before game time. And finally got in the air and landed. And I think as I landed, the team was getting on the ice for warm-ups, and Stan Melton and his friend drove pretty fast to get me to the arena. I think I got there right about a little bit past the halfway mark of the first period, and there's like just stay in the locker room and do your thing and come out in the second.
Well, you happen to be on a line with another player who is also on the all-decade team, and Andy Hellwig.
Chasing it down is Odenwald. Here comes Dan Odenwald, gets checked off a stick. Andy Hellwig with it. Hellwig tries the wraparound and he hit the side of the net. Hellwig with it behind the net. Hellwig looking for another centering pass. Hellwig still with it. He's still behind the net. Gets in front. Odenwald score! Nice puck movement by Andy Hellwig. He went to the left, he went to the right, went back to the left. He was all behind the net when he did this and waited in front for Dan Odenwald to get in front. He gave it to him in a one-timer past Opie.
You guys combined for an unbelievable amount of points. What was it like to play not only with a guy that had so many points, but to just play in a team that was that popular that soon?
Playing with Andy was awesome because we complemented each other's style of game. Andy was more of the finesse. I was more of the grit. So we played off each other really well. He knew I would go into the corners, get the pucks, and beat him. And he knew that he could kind of just throw the puck into an area that he probably knew where I was going to be. So made it real easy. And we also had Ken Adams on our left wing who kind of had the same style as me. So being able to have that knowledge, knowing how each other play, it just made playing a lot easier and way more fun.
You were the kind of player that I remember you could be on one end of the ice and within 2 strides, you're already in the offensive zone. I may be exaggerating, but it just seemed like you had such a quickness out on the ice.
I feel like I was fast. I think I've lost a few steps since then. Yeah, I think my ability to get up and going wasn't that great, but once I got going, I felt like I had enough leg strength to keep up with a lot of people. Joel Livingston was a really good skater that he could accelerate really quick.
I would say that if I could describe your type of play, you seem to me to play like a Connor McDavid does now. You had the reach, you had the big stride, and you could do things with the puck that I think a lot of people didn't realize. One of the things I remember is you had gotten tripped going into the offensive zone and you were kind of on your knees and picked up the puck and scored. Things like that were just some of the amazement that you could do over the years.
Well, I want to thank you for comparing me to Connor McDavid. I would probably say I'm more of a Brennan Shin, more of a grit, grind, and get in there type of guy. But yeah, I know what goal you were talking about. That was versus KU. I want to say my sophomore year. It could have been my junior year, but I want to say it was my sophomore year because I think it was the first year you guys were actually broadcasting our games. And yeah, it was actually against Zach Sice, who was our goalie in high school. Yeah, I remember getting behind. I don't remember it, like a breakaway, but I remember being behind the defenseman and getting tripped. And I'm like, well, puck's right there. Might as well make an attempt to see what happens. We're getting a penalty anyway, so let's see what happens. And yeah, luck went my way.
Talking with Dan Odenwald and the Where Are They Now series. So what are you doing now? We talked about the fact that you are in the fire service, and I know you've been in a while. So are you a bigwig now, or what's your position?
No, not a bigwig. I have been promoted to lieutenant, so I'm Lieutenant Dan at the Fenton Fire. I've been in, I can't believe it, almost 18 years. I've been in the fire service. Started down there at Logan Rogersville, and a lot of people don't know that while I was playing hockey and going to school, I started off as a volunteer, and I was actually got hired, and I was working full time while doing all that.
And playing hockey?
and playing hockey.
And
Yeah,
going to school, that's crazy.
Yep. At one point, I was playing hockey, going to Missouri State, going to school and going for my paramedic. So yeah, it was a lot, and I got handed to I don't know if you remember Chief Sturts, but he
Sure.
was my chief, and he's the one that allowed me to take vacation when I needed it. So there were nights where I would leave work at like 4:35, get to the rink, play hockey, leave, and be back at the engine house by 10:30.
So you mentioned several things as far as paramedic and your lieutenant. So as far as your specific position in the fire department, what do you do now?
I do in the lieutenant position, I do everything. So when our captain isn't on duty, I will actually ride we call it the seat, the front seat, the guy who's in charge, make sure that truck's checked, everything's ready to go, and just make sure everything around the engine house is running smoothly. And then obviously on calls, I would be making the decisions on what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. But when the captain's here, I drive the fire truck. We call it backstep, the guy that sits in the back, pull the hose, ride the ambulance, do patient care, kind of a jack of all trades in that position. So
Now, you said it's been 18 years. So what about you? Family?
yeah, so been married for 8 to my wife Amanda. We have 3 children now. We have I want to say 5, but she's almost 5. She's 4. Leona, a 3-year-old Jaden, and a 6-month-old Harper. And yeah, my hands are kind of full right now.
I was going to say.
Kind of going through it.
Absolutely. So do you miss hockey?
Yes, I do. I miss the competitiveness. I miss the locker room, the camaraderie. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of guys that still play out at Maryville, and sometimes I'm able to get away and join them. But with the kid situation, it's kind of hard to take off and leave the wife with 3 young kids. So I try to do some drop-ins. A bunch of fire guys who are really good do drop-ins Tuesdays, Thursdays out at Maryville. So I try to do that once in a while when I can get away. But unfortunately, hockey's kind of taking the back seat for right now.
Eventually, when your kids get the skates on, you'll be out there, right?
Oh, absolutely. I hope they want to put the skates on. But you know, gotta keep on telling myself can't live through my kids, and I hope they do. They definitely know I love the Blues because when I have them have hockey on, they're always like, the Blues? And most of the time they're on, but it could be just a regular game. But I'm hoping they catch the hockey bug for me.
What will you take away, or have you taken away from Missouri State hockey, whether it's the camaraderie or game? What sticks out in your mind the most?
Of course, the camaraderie. Made some of the best friends anyone can ask. I'm Michael Brown is one of my best friends. Joel Livingston is one of my best friends. Samant Shaw. Those are people that, I mean, I could call at any time, and they'd be right there to help me or do what I need, and vice versa. But I want to say one of the big things that I take away from Missouri State is how fortunate we were to come in at the time we did, because we, like you said, we were right at the beginning of inception of Missouri State hockey. Just moving up to D2, I think it was the 3rd year of the program, but moving up to D2, I remember maybe a couple hundred fans, which were more of our parents, can't really say fans, but our parents there watching us play, and then watching the program organization grow to, by the time we left, we were selling out games, standing room only, if not totally, I mean, like no room to stand. And being able to be a part of that and help the program grow and even help hockey grow in Springfield, it's something that I always will take with me, because I do hope at some point the program grows into what we all know that it's a great program, and that the university picks it up and makes it an actual D1 program, just like Lindenwood and Maryville up here. So I would love to see that, and if that were to ever happen, I would love to be like, hey, I helped start that.
Apologies to your brother. We only have 30 more seconds because the next period's about to start, but you got a chance to play with your brother. How important and how much of a excitement was that?
Yeah, when I heard John was going to come down to Missouri State and play, it's an awesome thing, because not many people can get the opportunity to play with siblings and to be able to play at a higher level. It's a really cool thing and an experience that you can't replace. And I know I've told him this, but if he didn't quit hockey when he was 6-7 years old, he probably wouldn't have been at Missouri State. He probably would have been at a lot higher level. He was a really good young player.
Well, Dan, you in everybody else's eyes are a pretty good young player when you started in 2003, 2004. Thanks so much for doing this. It was fun to catch up with you, and don't be a stranger.
Well, Steve, again, I appreciate it. I appreciate you reaching out. It was fun kind of reminiscing. So I'll try not to be a stranger. Hopefully I can actually break away. Maybe one weekend, or bring the family down and we can catch some Missouri State hockey.
That sounds good. Dan Odenwald on the Where Are They Now series. Dan, thanks for doing this.
Thanks, Steve. You have a good night.
And a big thank you to Dan Odenwald as period number 2 has started, and it's Missouri State with possession. Here comes Rapp across the line. Now he sends it over, and a drive, and putting his hands up to his head is Hunter Bolger, like how come that didn't score? Still no score here in the second period. Missouri State skates from the right to the left, and McKendree from the left to the right. Our second installment of Where Are They Now for today, of course we had one yesterday. Tyler DeVote, in case you missed it, we'll replay that one, and he is a trivia question. If you really want to know what the question is, I'm not sure if I asked it or not, but we'll pause for a second here as Bolger gets a drive off, and it is sailed into the corner and out to center ice. Oh, we get a stick flipping up as getting hit from behind was Frederick. Play continues. Far side, a drive by Bolger again. It's missed. After the save, we're going to get a penalty. And it's going to go against McKendree. Connor McDonald will go. There's the penalty right there behind the net. The first penalty of the game, and the first power play goes to Missouri State. As you see McDonald in the bench, he's in the box, that is, he's shaking his head. So the Ice Bears on the power play. Hopefully I remember my thought about Tyler DeVote coming up. Puck's taken away and cleared and sent down. Well, get it out of the way now. So Tyler DeVote is the only player to play on all 3 teams that Missouri State has had. So he played on the Division III team as the puck gets deflected out of play. Then the next year, or take that back, he played on the Division II team. then played a game on the Division III squad. The next year he played when Missouri State was a Division I team. So he has played on every level that Missouri State has had. 1, 2, and 3. He's the only player to do that. Puck driven in by Ben Anderson. We're in the second period and no score. 1:24 remaining in the power play for Missouri State. Here's Rapp to lead it. Justin Rapp looking to wrap it around. Nothing doing there. Sent over to the half boards. Now up top to Cagle. Works over to the left side. Here is Bolger. Snap over to Bacardi. Drop down in low to Rapp. Work behind the net. Bolger now comes down in. He gets knocked off the play. Works is there, but taken away from him and cleared back down. Actually, no, that was 19. That's Jack Dapron. Yes, Jalavian has to make a save. The Ice Bears come the other way. Bolger across the line. Drop back to Rapp. Rapp waits. 42 seconds remaining in the power play. Right out in front. And a save by Hazelhorst. There's another drive, and Hazelhorst steers it aside off of the stick of Cagle. Got a goal in yesterday's game, did Cagle. Drive off the side of the net, loose again. Puck kept in, Cagle with it. Bolger shoots through traffic, and he hit the post. The Ice Bears were that close to taking the lead. Here's a pass out in front. Great deflection. Duke Bacardi was able to tip it away, or Lowensdale would have had a great chance in front. We're back to 5-on-5. Lowensdale with it. Here is a tip out in front. Good save, Jalavian. Or make that Jalavian. And the attempt by Anderson, make that Trey Aramuspe, was squashed at the corner there. Apologies, I was told Archer's pronunciation once. It was wrong. Now the correct pronunciation, Jalavian. Now here's Wood seeing a lot of playing time, not able to clear the puck though. Up the middle, shot into the corner. Bearcats with Alexandrov. Here's a shot in. Jalavian with a save, rebound, Weber. Now a 2-on-2 into the zone. Weber with a backhander down. Works it with Wirtz. Weber, Wirtz, and Kaspic. Now Kaspic in front, he shoots, and a glove save by Hazelhorst. .16-12 to go in the period. Face off to the right of Hazelhorst. Left as you look at it. Draw one, sent down in, a shot that comes in, and Jalavian with the save. It was driven low along the goal line, and then Begic was able to tip it in, or at least tip it close, as Artur Jalavian makes a huge save there. The Ice Bears with Vest coming in to take the draw. Booth is able to clear. Henderson sends it in. Rolls around to the near side boards. Shot from the left point. Now to the right. Kept in by Hewerman. Sent down in low. Pass out in front. And a save by Hazelhorst on the shot by Henderson. Aramuspe. cycled through, and it is able to be cleared as Vest helps get it out. Now to Booth. Tip down in low to Henry Vest. Up to the right side, a drive that comes in, save, loose, rebound, it's on the doorstep. Another attempt on a bouncing puck. It is missed. Frederick had a great chance in front. Kept in off the glass on a good play by Hewerman. Ice Bears with all sorts of pressure here. 14:50 to go in the period. Shot in, blockered into the corner by Hazelhurst. Left side, goals to the right. Ice Bears change. Sent down in low. Getting dumped in front was Vest. Play continues. Ice Bears with Hewerman. Drops it down behind the net as it rolls around to Booth. Missouri State due for a line change here, but they've got the pressure now. Out shooting McKendree 22-10. Oh, big hit there. Almost knee on knee. There is a drive in missing wide by Frederick. $13:55 remaining in the period. No score. Missouri State gets Anderson on. Anderson earlier in the season, or early in last season, used to be the guy that would stand in front. They don't use him on the front line anymore like that. Puck out to Cagle. Quickly gets it across. In the zone. Cagle looking for a Dapron from Hunter Bolger, and that didn't connect. Now Bolger again. Looking to Anderson, but instead drops it low along the goal line. Bolger with the return pass. That is blocked. Cagle with a shot, tipped in front, and it missed. Now again, Dapron with a drive up high. Bolger to grab. Taken away finally by McKendree. Here getting pulled down is Lowensdale. We're going to get a penalty, probably interference. Oh, they're going to call hooking. Anderson will go for hooking. First penalty assessed to Missouri State. So a power play. .142 remains in it. Bearcats and McDonald. It's cycled through now to Tanner Bettis. Drive comes in, Jalavian save, rebound deflected out, 1:28 to go. Ice Bears with some pressure on. Rapp looking shorthanded, doesn't happen. Puck driven in. Flipped off the boards by Lasanti, not cleared. Lasanti takes the puck up high. Wood is there to try to knock it away from Tanner Bettis, and we get a whistle, stoppage of play, penalty coming up. Hooking will be the call. In the box will be Tanner Bettis. There is the play right there. It'll be a 4-on-4 for 50 seconds. And then it'll be a power play for Missouri State. They'll have a little over a minute remaining.
Tanner Bettis, 2 minutes for hooking. Time 8 minutes, 17 seconds.
Here come the Bearcats. They bring it out 4-on-4. Hewerman lost it in his skates. Hewerman checked off the play by Mateo Salvatore. Drive wide from the left side from Begic. Sweep down by Frederick. Gets as far as the Ice Bears line. Now Missouri State on a power play for 108. Second power play. Hewerman. They'll send it around, kept in by the Bearcats. Hewerman again with 10:35 to go in a scoreless period. Scoreless game, in fact. Here is Vest, has some room. He shoots, saved by Hazelhorst. .42 remains. Drive in again, this time from Cagle on the right side. No scoring. Power plays Missouri State working on their second. Bearcats 0 for 1. Just 3 penalties in this game. For the most part, a clean game. Cagle. Now Bolger with a drive, and it goes behind the net. Missouri State with some pressure. Puck to the point and out with 12 seconds to go on the power play. And Bacardi brought it in offside. 9:50 to go. Again, we mentioned that Missouri State after this, they're on the road to Utah next week. And then 2 weekends, that is, October 3rd and 4th, they take on Central Oklahoma. And then October 17th and 18th, they will host Arizona State. Division III action, we'll get to that in a second. But 2 seconds remaining in the power play. And it is over. We're back to 5-on-5. Wood is telling the official his stick is being held. Wood is just standing there. He's getting his leg held. And the official looks straight at it. Nothing happens. There's the Boo Birds out. Truth be told, the Boo Birds are up in the booth next to me. Here is Reichel Davis. Good deflection work by Lasanti. Save, Jalavian. Rebound is pushed behind the net. And Missouri State with possession, they bring it out to center. Tipped down by Weber as he goes to the bench. McKendree almost had too many men on the ice. Officials let that one go. And now far side to the near side. Connects. Down to Booth. Booth will get it over to Vest. They try to play catch. Picked up. A drive. Shot up high by Henderson. He was pegging the upper corner. That's the group. Here, let me get out of the shot. That's the group right there. And they're enjoying the game, having a lot of fun. So Missouri State Division III, I mentioned them. Next weekend, they are at the University of Nebraska. We'll catch up with their schedule later. Meanwhile, here come the Ice Bears. And Vest had it to go off of his stick. Sent down in by Frederick. Here's Hewerman to Vest. And back across the line. A double team. Frederick helps out. Booth will return for Missouri State. No score. Second period. We are past the midway point. Puck driven all the way down for an icing call. 7:16 remains. So on October 3rd and 4th, we mentioned that will be home games for Missouri State, with Bradley coming in October 10th and 11th at Nebraska Omaha, and then October 17th and 18th they will be home to Arkansas. So a lot of Missouri State hockey coming up next month. Right on the doorstep, trying to poke it home was Summers, and it didn't happen. Summers in to take the draw. Puck all the way down, no icing, as everyone thought it would be. Anderson to Dapron. His pass dropped down in to Summers. He chases, looks for some help. Summers last season did have a goal and 2 assists. Now Anderson to reset. Puck is tipped by Summers. All the way down, no icing. 6:24 remains. Here is Lasante in front of the Ice Bears bench. It will go to Dapron. 2 assists this season for Jack already. Early on in the season, but he's one of the leaders. Drive comes in after the save. Lasante with the shot. And Hazelhorst holds on. Hard to believe that Mason Hazelhorst is making his first start after playing with the St. Louis Junior Blues last season. 2.05 goals against average, a .900 save percentage. He's doing what he needs to do right now to keep this a scoreless game. But so is Artur Jalavian too. Here's a drive. Follow-up shot up the middle after the attempt by Alexandrov, and the Ice Bears return the favor. They come across with the opportunity for Rapp. And a lead across the line. Hewerman. Good play to allow the puck to be sent by Bolger, although into the netting, so the faceoff will stay in the zone. With 5:19 to go in the period. Forgot to make mention that when we were playing the interview, the Where Are They Now series with Dan Odenwald, his brother John, he is here today. He came by in the intermission, told him we're talking to his brother, and he said, "How can that be?" And I said, "Well, it's on tape." McKendree. Here is an opportunity out in front. They missed. Was calling for it. Was Begich. now too far for Hewerman. Bolger across, a pass in front, and a save as after getting the shot off, and getting hit for his efforts was Weber. .441 to go in the period. And no score. Back in for Tibish Kohijig. Ice Bears with pressure. Puck goes into the Missouri State bench, so the face-off should stay in the zone of McKendree. Our Where Are They Now series continues with Tyler DeVote. We'll replay his interview. Ice Bears come back in their own zone. Lawensdale lost his stick, and then he chased the puck down without his stick. But the Ice Bears were able to get it. Hewerman not successful on the clear, but now it goes to Kaspick along with Weber. Right side, Weber with it. Drive comes in, and it gets deflected. Now the Bearcats racing forward is Davenport. Ice Bears do have control. Taken by Weber. Weber's pass to Anderson, that is. Anderson up the middle. And we come the other way. 3:23 remaining. Shot in as the drive by Mateo Salvador is deflected. Mateo Salvatore, actually, 1 assist this season. Booth lost it. Here's a drive in. Blocked in front. Alexander had that try. Now we come the other way with Henderson. Has some room. He scores! It took almost 2 periods, but Gavin Henderson gets his first goal, first point of the season for Missouri State. It's 1-0 Ice Bears. Up over the glove of Hazelhorst. 17:24 the time of the 21 actually 17:21 the time of the goal. And the Ice Bears lead by a count of 1-0. They're pressing for more. Tipped out in front.
Ice Bears goal by number 6, Gavin Henderson at 13:21. Number 6, Gavin Henderson. That's
so they're going to call it unassisted. It's at 17:21 actually. We get a whistle, stoppage, and play. So it took this long, and Missouri State finally with the lead. Second straight game, the Ice Bears have scored the first goal. Puck driven in by Jalavian, will make the save. 1:54 to go. And if you remember in yesterday's game, Hunter Bolger, 4 goals. Duke Bacardi, 4 assists. The Ice Bears get everything straightened out now. Bacardi in to take the draw, getting tripped up and getting checked also. Bacardi's got to watch out as he and McCormick were battling there. Icing, no icing. It's been waved off as that was potentially the call there. Ice Bears having him with Huerman. Off the boards. Good move out in front by Rapp. Behind the net to Bolger. Kind of have to like this line of Rapp, Bacardi, and Bolger. Puck across the line in the Missouri State zone. Shot high by Begich. Ice Bears bring it out. 1:07 to go. Across the line to Rosansky. He gives it up. Ice Bears clear. Now to Bolger. Left side. Bolger looking in front. Back to Bolger. And he missed wide. Less than a minute to go in the period. Puck cleared down. No icing. It's been waved off. Goaltender Jalavian comes out to play the puck. Now in there is Weber. He's trying to push it away from Nance of the McKendree Bearcats. Puck in all the way down. No icing as it's on goal. Hazelhurst will cover up. 24.8 left. But a 1-0 lead on Missouri State's goal by Henderson, his first unassisted. Puck driven out to Anderson at the line. Returned the other way across now as a drive comes in by Wirtz. Far side. As the buzzer sounds in the period. So Missouri State they put 25 shots on Hazelhurst for a 2-period total of 37. 11 on Jalavian, 2-period total of 18. Power plays Missouri State. They are 0 for 2. Bearcats 0 for 1 as it's been a relatively clean game. Just the only goal, Henderson, his first unassisted at 17-21. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will hear from Tyler DeVote in the Where Are They Now series. 1-0 after 20 minutes. Missouri State leads. Make that 40 minutes. We'll add an extra.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
Welcome back to Brightspeed Ice Park. Steve Casson now talking with Tyler DeVote. And Tyler, good to hear from you. How you been?
I've been good. How about yourself?
Doing well, of course. Coming on probably 20 plus years that I've been doing Missouri State hockey. So guys come in and come out. And I heard a little someone in the background. So tell us about your family.
So I'm actually at my mom and sister's place right now. So still with my family back in Wisconsin. I've got my own place, but every once in a while I've got a long day of meetings after work, so I'll drop my mini Australian Shepherds off here, so they don't have to spend a full 12 hours back at my place with nobody to let them out. So
Now, for folks who may not know, you played in 2014-15, and then I think took a year off, and then 2016-17 when we were a Division I team, and then on the Division III team. And one of the things that I did happen to find, and I know that you say it keeps coming up as a memory for you, but it's that overtime winner that you scored.
Now it's in the hands of Tyler DeVoe, the Division I player. Came down to help out this D3 squad. Wouldn't it be fitting for him to give Missouri State the win? DeVoe slowly down the middle, deking to left, backhander score, and Missouri State wins in overtime shootout.
yeah, no, that was only a few games into playing on the Division III team, and kind of one of the core memories that really stuck with me throughout that season. So it's something that always kind of pops up on my news feed on Facebook every now and then when that day comes around. So it's probably, I think, my last game-winning goal that I scored in my hockey career. So it's just kind of one that really kind of stuck with me.
You're going to be the inaugural Where Are They Now player interviews. So we get to ask, or I get to ask whatever I want to, but you also get to ask whatever you'd like to. The first question I have is, what are you doing now? You mentioned just got done with work, and seems like you work a lot. So tell us, what do you do now?
So now I am a school psychologist. So I work at a K-12 school district in the state of Wisconsin. So I'm actually only about 20 minutes from where I grew up. And so as a school psychologist, I primarily work with students in special education and go through the evaluation process and kind of lead those evaluations for helping to determine if there's a child who might have a disability and may need some special education services to receive a little bit more assistance at school.
I know doing interviews, at least during games, I always ask players, what do you want to be when you grow up? So is this what you always wanted to do, or how did you morph into this?
No, so it's actually something that was a complete change. When I went to Missouri State, my degree was actually in marketing with an emphasis in advertising. So I wanted to work at an ad agency working on like commercials. So I was always kind of had that creative side to me. Not that easy to get into advertising agencies. It's something I kind of learned kind of moving out from that. So like working in commercials and stuff like that. It's a very competitive field. And so I ended up working in digital marketing for a few years, and it's a great field and all, but I just realized I didn't want to sit and kind of have that, a lot of desk work, sitting at a desk a lot. And that's kind of the role that I found myself in at the time. And so when I looked around as far as determining what I really wanted to do as far as a lifelong career, and I started helping out at a school district nearby where I grew up, and I ended up substitute teaching, and then I ended up in the special education rooms, and I was assisting with students who had disabilities, and that's when I fell in love with it, just being kind of in that environment. There's never a dull moment. And there's just, you feel great about everything that you go in and do every day, and just know that you're making a difference in kids' lives. So something that kind of just grew on me over time was just kind of through my experiences then, substitute teaching, and then finding myself in a substitute role in a special education room. And it's been awesome ever since.
Tyler DeVoe is joining us on Where Are They Now series that we have on Web Sports Radio. Okay, Tyler, did some parts of Missouri State hockey come back in your mind? And I'm saying maybe when you had someone that you were working with that just didn't quite understand what you're trying to get to. And I guess I'm talking about like coaches. When coaches say something to you and maybe you think you have a better way of doing it, and you finally get into your head, oh, this is what coach means. you ever find yourself going back to hockey that way and thinking, oh, I get it now?
I'm sorry, I don't know if I fully kind of understand the question.
Well, when you were playing and maybe you were playing and the coach said to do something and you were like, you know what, coach, I'm not sure if I agree with that. And then it took a little while to kind of understand what coach was meaning for you to do. And you finally realized it, whether it was in practice or something, and said, all right, I get it, coach. So I was wondering if maybe in your line of work that you kind of brought yourself back to points at that point where you thought, I remember doing something like that.
I think if I kind of look way back to like childhood days, like as you know, playing youth hockey growing up, I think from that perspective, I really can. I think sometimes you kind of get caught up in not realizing the big picture, right? And I think, you know, as I've gotten older and I've gotten a little bit more involved sometimes with like coaching or helping out kids, and you kind of realize sometimes there's a bigger picture to things. And so that's kind of something that goes, you know, the working with kids in schools and from that coaching aspect. So I think there are some kind of bigger picture kind of lessons that you can learn from that coaching versus school aspect.
Carla DeVoe is joining us, former Missouri State Ice Bear player. Have you kept up with the team? Have you kept up with any former players?
Yeah, so I've kept in touch with quite a few from the Division III and Division II teams. Division I team, I was only on the Division I team for about a month and a half or so. But I still keep in touch with a couple of those guys as well.
Anybody to name?
One of my best friends was Paul Stomper. So I stood up in his wedding. Still keep in touch with him quite a bit to this day. So I know we've talked about wanting to get together and go to like a Brewers game or something like that. But the older you get, I think the more, the more outside stuff kind of grows on you. So I mean, he's married now and everything like that. So, we've got a little bit of a competition there. I kind of can't pull him away
sure.
as easy as I used to be able to, when we were back in college.
So you mentioned you have a couple of pups. Does that mean you're not married then?
I am not married. Nope. So just me and my two mini Australian Shepherds as of now.
So it gives you more time to get out and do the things you want to do.
Yeah, no, it's definitely nice as far as being able to, still experience some of the stuff that I want to do with traveling and kind of some of those things on my bucket list. Obviously, it wasn't always the plan, to be moving around because I've lived in a bunch of different states, even since graduating from Missouri State.
Tell us about some of your travels.
So, I mean, ever since I graduated, so I moved back to Wisconsin. And then from there, I ended up going to graduate school in Indiana. So I went to Indiana State University and then ended up back in Wisconsin again, but I've lived in multiple cities in Wisconsin. But since then, I've been able to travel quite a bit. So I've been out on the East Coast, in New Jersey. I've been down to California. So I stayed in Orange County, California. Then I spent some time out in Denver. I was trying to get a hold of Kellen Patrick, who I played with on the Division II team back then, but we weren't able to end up connecting when I was in Denver at the time. But I know he's living out there.
You mentioned the OC. You mentioned the OC. That's my old stomping grounds. Where in OC?
So I kind of went all over. So I started over in Huntington Beach. Really cool down there. They've got like a Huntington Beach dog park, so it's just mostly hanging out with dogs. So I love that environment. So it's down there, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach. Then I spent some time up by kind of near the mountains in closer to like San Bernardino area.
Sure.
So one of my roommates, when I went to Indiana State University for grad school, he actually was from California. So I went out there and visited him and spent the day with his family. And so it was really cool. So it's awesome to be able to spend so much time on the beach, but then be able to drive an hour and you're in the mountains. So I never really realized that part of Orange County and how like close you are to the mountains from there even.
It's great being able to go all over the place from an hour away to the beach to an hour away to the mountains. Well, I love my time in Southern Cal.
Yeah. How long were you out there?
Well, so I was born there, and
Okay.
I left in '99. So I was there. I would
Awesome.
say that I've been in Missouri almost about the same amount of time I was in California.
I mean, they're pretty close.
You're making me
Pretty close to the
realize
same
some of the
thing.
things, yeah, some of the things I miss is we're talking to Tyler DeVote. He's been with Missouri State 2014-15, and then on the Division I team, as he mentioned, for a cup of coffee, and then to the Division III team. And it's funny because that, and while we're talking to him again, this is the Where Are We Now series on Web Sports Radio, but the reason we're talking is that I happened to see the same post that memory comes up in your Facebook feed about the overtime goal. And I also kind of did a little perusal, and you have 3 degrees.
I do. Yeah, so I've got my associate's degree, and then I've got my bachelor's degree in marketing with an emphasis in advertising, and I've got my master's degree in school psychology and my soon-to-be educational specialist degree in school psychology.
Now, being able to teach at school, do you get the summers off?
So I don't teach.
Or,
So,
well, I meant, sorry.
but it's a similar process that way. So I still get summers off, still get winter breaks off, and a little bit of area off for spring break as well. So that's really nice. So I can kind of still spend my time, traveling and kind of doing some of those things on my bucket list for the summers.
What's the most incredible place you've been to?
Ooh. So I feel like this answer will change in a few years once I really get to travel a little bit more outside of North America, because I mean, my entire life growing up, all the traveling I did for hockey, it was pretty much always in the US and Canada. But I loved Toronto. Really cool area, really cool hockey city. And then some of the areas are so different. Like I loved Orange County, California, just for those beach vibes. But I loved being up in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. That was just a really cool experience to be able to rock in the hike in the Rocky Mountains.
Tyler DeVote joining us. Tyler, it has been an experience to catch up with you and find out what you've been doing over the years, and to listen to you winning a game for Missouri State.
Yeah, that was an awesome experience, and it's still really cool being able to listen back and kind of hear you call the game winner from that game.
Well, I appreciate it. It's been great to do it, and thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, absolutely, not a problem.
That's Tyler DeVote, former Missouri State player, and Where Are They Now? We'll take a break. More hockey coming up in a moment.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Let's head for the third period. Here's Steve Casson.
Along with Cal Bussin and Scott Lutsky keeping us on the air from a couple hours away. We are ready for period number 3. Missouri State has a 1-0 lead, and the Ice Bears will skate from the left to the right. Looking to get something on board quick. Past Bacardi. Now taken away by the Bearcats and sent in by Tanner Bettis. Over to the far side. Pulled out by Justin Rapp. And across, here's a break. Bolger in front, backhander, save, rebound, score! The putback by Duke Bacardi. He gets his first goal with Missouri State, but you could see that one happening. Bolger may have hit the post or the pad. Either way, it was a perfect rebound in front to Bacardi. And Duke Bacardi with his first goal this season. 30 seconds in. Here in the third period. And Missouri State has a 2-0 lead. For Bolger, that is point number 5. He has 4 goals and an assist this weekend. Here's McCarty again. Centers it on the ice's wrap, and he's able to at least get it to the net, and the puck is cleared back out to center ice.
Goal to Missouri State's number 34, Duke Bacardi, assisted by number 91, Hunter Bolger, and number 21, Justin Rapp. Time 30 seconds. Goal number 34, assist to number 91 and number 21. That's from Missouri State.
So now a 2-0 lead. Face off at center ice. Big hit along the boards by Weber. Puck driven down in. Deflects off the boards out to center ice. It'll be grabbed by Tarcisius Tibish Kohijig. At center, intercepted by Kaspic, and he'll drive it down. Mason with an assist thus far, one yesterday. $18-11 to go in the period. And it has been a big period thus far for Missouri State. Not only are they out shooting McKendree 39-18, but a 2 goal ratio now, 2-0. Up top, blast in. Jalavian save off the drive from Nance. I take that back, that's 6, Connor McDonald. Jersey's a little difficult to see of the Bearcats. Here's Keel. Puck driven out. Missouri State with a quick line change. Bearcats outlet pass goes to Davenport. Up into the netting. With 7:13 to go in period 3. So the Ice Bears with a record of 1-0. McKendree with a record of 1-3. Have a loss to UCO, Missouri State, and Maryville. Oh, right on the doorstep, the goaltender Jalavian was out, and the Ice Bears were able to return the favor and bring it back in and out of harm's way. Chasing it is Henderson, seeing a lot of action tonight. Pulled over to the corner, and Missouri State will set it up one more time into the zone. 16:41 to go in the period. Vest keeps it in. Vest has some room. Left side, Vest shoots, and it is sticked into the corner by Hazelhorst. Up the middle. Wood to the left. Drops it down in low. Grabbed by Anderson. Cleared out to center. Taken by Reichel Davis. Right side. Davis with it. Davis still tries to work. Up the middle. Here is Rosansky. Drive comes in. Where is it? Far side. Up top. Blocked by Henderson on the attempt in front by Rosansky. Ice Bears slide through, break it up. Does Lasante. Behind the net to Wood. Backhanded out in front. Good defensive work by Missouri State. Cagle was able, or make that, Henderson was able to clear. Cagle now defensively is on the ice. Has it, drops it down low. Puck cleared by Tivish Kohijig out to center ice, all the way down. Cagle for Missouri State to race. Coming down to 15:05 remaining in the third. All sorts of pressure by Missouri State. Now puck is cleared out to center ice. Taken by Uchaz. Here's a shot missing wide by Dapron. As the follow-up comes in, it's covered up. And held on to by Mason Hazelhurst, his first start that he's making for his team. Shots 41-21. 2-1 margin for Missouri State. They lead 2-0. Second period, 17-21, Henderson is first. And then 30 seconds, Duke Bacardi on the rebound of Bolger's shot. Shot in, Jalavian save, rebound up top again. Jalavian had it, or make that, the Ice Bears had it blocked before it got to Jalavian. Here comes Frederick. Back in the Missouri State zone. They'll bring it across, gets over the stick of Keel. Now McKendree. Keel with it. Kept in though. Good play by Bacardi. Off of Rapp. Ice Bears will retreat. Salvatore brings it in. Line change for McKendree. Ice Bears bring it across the line. Bolger. Backhanded pass. Nobody there except for Aramuspe, and it's cleared out to center ice. Wood. He and Brady Nance tangle. 13-13 to go. Period 3. Shot in, blocked by Wood. Moved out to center. One-handed by Bolger. He shoots up high over the net. Partially deflected off the stick of Ben Anderson. Now to Lowensdale at Chesterfield, Missouri. Drive comes in, they score from the right side, I believe Brady Nance. An innocent looking play makes it 2-1. They drop it back to Nance and it beat Jalavian. So McKendree will get the goal on Nance's first point of the season. And it is a 2-1 game, despite the fact that Missouri State leads heavily in shots. And Jalavian makes the save here from the shot at the top. This goal coming at 7-11. Nance from Lowensdale.
Number 9, Brady Nance, assisted by number 14, Sawyer Lowensdale at 7-11. Goal to number 9, assist to number 14.
A close game once again, 2-1. Missouri State has seemed to have everything going for them. Now in a battle, once again. Took about the same time in yesterday's game for the Ice Bears to break away. See what they can do here. Quickly, they get it across the line, into the zone, and a shot by Hewerman. It's deflected, comes up the middle, chased by make that by Booth. Pulled away from him, Rosansky will have it. Glove down in front in the Missouri State zone by Reichel. Davis. Now a drive in, save Jalavian. A second shot through some traffic gets deflected.
Attention, Ice Bears fans. All Bears are scoring goals coming down the scoring front. We're accepting new patients.
So a line change for McKendree. After that last shot, Davis goes to the bench. 11:23 to go in the period. McKendree work the puck. They can sense something here. They're that far away from tying this game up. Next goal is important. There's Wood. Wood, he shoots, save, rebound through Booth's skates. Vest with it. Gets it down to Booth again. There, he's checked by McDonald. Coming in to help out for McKendree was McCormick. Now swept by Keel out to center ice. Ice Bears driving in. That's as far as they get. .10:24 to go. Missouri State. They travel to Utah next weekend. They'll be on the road. Here are the Bearcats with McCormick. Across the line, McCormick's pass deflected in front by the Ice Bears. Cagle. 9:58 remains. Fans still packed in around here. Haven't heard the Let's Go Bears chants yet. But Booth, gets hit hard, but out in front, a drive by Summers. Hazelhorst makes the save. Cagle winds it up. He missed wide. Goes behind the net. Not cleared yet. Good pressure by Missouri State. Summers reverses it past Dapron. Goes to the corner underneath Sumner. Now into the near side to Anderson. His outlet pass comes across into the zone. Bearcats with an errant pass, and it's back out to center. Line change, a full one for Missouri State. Hawley on the ice now. Sam Frederick is there, coming down to 9 minutes remaining in period 3. Delayed offside, apparently, cleared by the Bearcats, and Missouri State with possession. Picardi, he gets stuck through. Puck picked up, though, by Bolger. Centering pass off of Rapp's stick. Spinning around and missing is Hewerman. Out in front, Bolger with a drive, missing wide. Hewerman left side. Gets around the stick check of Rosansky. Now a one-time pass. Rapp lets it go. A drive by Frederick drops down in low. Centering pass from behind. Good play, but Bolger couldn't get there. Now Bolger with a drive, missing wide. Wrap over to the far side, checked by Tibish Kohijig. Taken away by Alexandrov and cleared out to center. Missouri State, they get a clean change. Alexandrov sends it in. Jalavian tried to cut it off, but Missouri State will send it in their own zone over to Wood. Lost from him. Drive comes up. It's over into the corner as Davenport got the shot. Nobody saw it until the last moment, except for the goaltender, Jalavian. Puck flipped out to center, leading all the way down, but Kaspic couldn't race in time. Icing will be the call.
Missouri State Bears hockey is proudly supported by the SRC family of companies since 1983.
So here's our schedule. Again, the Panthers versus the Panthers, Drury versus Davenport next weekend after tonight's game. And then in October, weekend of Missouri State hockey, then a weekend of Drury hockey, and another weekend of Missouri State hockey, a day off, and then Drury hockey coming up. And a score here while right off the face-off, McKendree has tied the game up 2-2. It'll be Joe McCormick. Don't think we got that one. But McCormick ties it up at 12:37. Here in the third period. So it looks like Hazelhurst is getting some equipment fixing going on. But a 2-2 game. And the momentum has
Bearcats
changed.
goal at 13:37 credited to number 22 Jacob Begich, assisted by number 14 Sawyer Lounsdale and number 23 Joe McCormick. Goal by 22, assist to 14, and assist to 23.
So they're saying it's Begich. So we'll go with that. And Begich now with goal number 4. And they're going to give an assist to Lowensdale and to McCormick. So the Ice Bears now in danger of not leading this game for the first time in a while. Again, we were scoreless in the first. Then a goal by Henderson. Duke Bacardi. The Ice Bears will come down again. Vest will. We'll catch the scoring in a second. But a 2-2 game coming down to 6:02 remaining. Puck out in front. And right on his knees was Henderson. Not able to make the puck go in the net, but as I was mentioning, Henderson and then Duke Bacardi, Nance in the third period, and Begich. 2-2. But Missouri State leads heavily in shots at this point. Puck down in low, Vest with it. He is being held by Salvatore, and play continues. Far side. Puck removed from play, but here come the Ice Bears though. Vest. Hugh Chaz is able to clear it out to center ice. Here is a lead pass. It'll go to Anderson. Good play by Missouri State's Frederick to take it away, and now the Ice Bears come across the line. They're changing though. Here is Henderson. Field has shortened. Oh, we're going to get a penalty. Vest gets run into. Roughing call. So Missouri State on the power play. On the roughing call. This will be power play number 3. Interesting. That's the call. Aramuspe will go. Three penalties, 6 minutes. Ice Bears with Bacardi. Now to Bolger. He shoots. Nobody saw it. Kept in by Cagle. Left side now to Bolger. They crisscross. Right side, Bacardi. Now backhanded through by Rapp, and it didn't go. Dapron right in front. Rapp with it.
Penalty on the play, 2 minutes for roughing. Bearcats, number 29, Trey Aramuspe, 14:48. Ice Bears are.
So that is going to not be true anymore. It's going to be a penalty against Missouri State. It's another roughing call. Dapron. You see the players in the bench, or in the sin bin, on the bench inside there. So in the box is Jack Dapron.
Penalty on the play, number 19, Jack Dapron of Missouri State. 2 minutes for roughing, time 15:26.
So we're 4-on-4 right now. For another 105, and then it will be the third, make that the second power play for the Bearcats. Here come the Ice Bears. Lots of room for Bolger. He shoots, he hit the post. Bolger hit the post, the crossbar, and then the post, and came out that quick. Missouri State was that close. Again. Here is Bacardi, has some room. Bacardi tried to get it over to Frederick, and he gets run into. Everything okay, everybody gets back up. So it is to my understanding they are using the pegs exclusively now. And that does not lead to as much non-disturbance of the net as we've been used to. Officials talking over. This should go outside the zone since it was knocked off by Missouri State, but they'll keep it in. Bearcats win. Rosansky. Left side, Lowensdale. 15 seconds, and then it'll be a power play for McKendree for about 35. 5 seconds to go. Good play by Lasante. Now power play, second for the Bearcats. 26 remains. And we finally get a whistle for a stoppage. So for the first time in a while, we don't have a Sunday game. Last weekend, Missouri State played a Saturday-Sunday affair. .23 seconds remains. And the penalty, that is, in a 2-2 game. McKendree has clawed their way back. And we're down 2-0. Power play expires. Ice Bears get their man Dapron back out onto the ice. Daffron immediately tries to get into the play. Puck is cleared out to center. And so Rosansky's pass sent up ahead. Into the zone. Double team by Missouri State. Bacardi is there. Outlet pass. We got a Bearcat down, but play is now stopped. Down on the ice is Jacob Begich. Four goals for him. Trainer out, taking a look at him. And looks like he'll be okay. Good sign as he's going to the bench. Face-off will be at center ice. 2:11 to go. Now we will have overtime if the Ice Bears do not score in the next 171. Now here's Weber. Up the middle. A shot in, save. The rebound, Kaspic on the second attempt, save. Puck is loose, missed just wide by Weber. Stays in though. Goes off the stick of Wirtz with 1:41 remaining. A couple of players get tangled up at the blue line, that is. Now Missouri State, they have it. Here comes Weber with a drive in and a save by Hazelhorst. He'll hold on. 1:29 remains in a 2-2 game. So once again, a game that comes down to the last 90 seconds for Missouri State. Puck shot in, save Jalavian, and the rebound goes behind the net. 1:14 remains. 50th shot has been now put on the board for Missouri State. Here across the line, Bolger, he shoots, save Hazelhorst. Off his shoulder. Ice Bears are able to keep it in. It is Justin Rapp with less than a minute to go. Bolger drives, or make that Bacardi with a drive and a save. Down in low, worked it to the corner to Wood. He'll keep it with 49 seconds. To Rapp. Rapp looking into the corner. He lost his stick. Puck comes out to center and sent all the way down by Brady Nance. Line change for McKendree. That'll give Missouri State possession if they hurry up. They lost the puck. Snapped right in. And it's Hewerman with 28 seconds to remain. Here's a bouncing puck that Missouri State still cannot get control of. They finally get it out to center ice. Although it's lost here, 14 to go. Here's an opportunity in front, save Jalavian. Puck is cleared out to center with 6. One last chance with 4, and we have an offside. 2.3 seconds left. Now in the National Hockey League, I've seen goals with 0.9 seconds, but this should do it, and it does. We go to overtime. Shots on goal. So 30 total shots, which is 12 on Jalavian. $16 on Hazelhurst. Three-period total of 51. Now they're going to add so yeah, that is there. So the totals right now, Henderson is first at 17:21 of the second period. Duke Bacardi, his first at 30 seconds of the third. McKendree with Nance, his first, and then Begich, his fourth at 12:37 of the third, 2-2, and we are underway in overtime. The Ice Bears will change up positions now. And here is Anderson. Works it to Alexandrov. We go 3-on-3 in this overtime. So Missouri State with the possession. And Frederick. Across the line. Frederick to Dapron. He shoots in, and it's blockered into the corner. Nobody there for Missouri State as we are in overtime. Ice Bears get a quick change. 4:16 remains in overtime. Ice Bears steal. Bolger does. And Bacardi, 2-on-1. Bacardi, right side. The Ice Bears can win it to Bolger. He shoots, safe. Rebound, Bacardi. He couldn't put it through. Missouri State that close. They steal. Now coming in is Bolger. I thought I heard a whistle. We don't. So play continues. Missouri State all over in this overtime period. Lasante is there, trying to avoid a penalty. Here's a lead pass. Oh, breaking in all alone and getting a shot after slamming into the boards and losing traction is Begich. We come the other way. Bacardi across to Kaspic. Now the trailer in front. Lasante save, rebound. 3:13 to go in overtime. Here is Kaspic. Drops it off. It'll go to Bacardi. Back over to Kaspic. Almost stolen by Cagle. Puck is cleared out to center. Now a centering pass on a backhander that comes in. Two attempted shots by Rosansky. Turned aside by Jalavian. Ice Bears can't clear yet, although they almost did Cagle. 2:44 to go in overtime. Missouri State changes up. Sending it through is McCormick. Lowensdale gets it over to Rosansky. 2:27 remains. Puck stolen by Cagle. He has some room. Cagle coming in right side. Cagle with Vesta trailer. Cagle shoots and he missed into the corner. Back out to center. The Ice Bears have one man down. What a great save by Jalavian. Vest, as Rosansky came in, Jalavian made the save. We come the other way. Cagle shoots up high and it gets deflected up and out. 1:57 remains. Oh, what a play. As Jalavian is able to keep it out of the net. Looks like Missouri State is going to take a timeout. Scott, can we try a timeout here? We'll be back.
I love the experience of Avenue Sports.
Can't beat the food.
Or the drinks.
Why Springfield? Because all the pieces you need to create your own story are here. The only thing missing is you.
Commercial is not happy tonight. The Ice Bears hope to make the fans happy. 1:57 remains in a 2-2 contest. We'll see what happens here. It has been an end-to-end scenario for these two teams. Across the line, Alexandrov tried to send it through. He'll have it again. 1:38 remains. Now, in case you're wondering, there will be a shootout, but that does not necessarily mean anything. This game could end at a tie if nobody scores in the next 122. Alexandrov over to the right side. A drive comes right through, and Missouri State looking to bring it out to Bolger. Across the line, left side, 1:05 remaining. Bolger has some room. Bolger still with it. He'll bring it back out. Now to 1 minute remaining in the period. Here is Henderson. His pass broken up. Henderson has it again. Henderson checked into the boards. The Ice Bears defensemen stay back. 47 seconds remaining. Here is an opportunity looking for a wraparound was Alexandrov. 35 seconds remains. Shot missing wide. Off the boards to Bolger. 30 seconds remaining. Ice Bears looking to win it here with Bolger across the line. Bolger waits. He does have the trailer. Booth. Now to Booth. 21 seconds. Booth with it at the half boards. Booth still looking for some room. Booth still with the puck. 13 seconds remaining. Booth trying to kick it through. Booth still with it. Up top, it's deflected out, and that should do it. And we will go to a shootout, but this game will officially end in a tie. So the shootout is for the fans. Now we'll take a look at the shots here. 5 on Jalavian, 4-period total of 35, just 1 on Hazelhorst, a 4-period total of 52. So they change ends. Do the goaltenders. And now it's shootout time. The first shooter will be Rosansky. So here is Cade Rosansky. He'll have it down the middle. Rosansky waits, he shoots, and he scores up over the glove of Jalavian. So the next shooter for Missouri State will be Jack Wirtz. And Wirtz, first time in the shootout. He comes with authority. He waits, stops up, backhander, save. So McKendree, they can win this game with a goal here. And this one is McCormick. So McCormick, he waits, he shoots, and a save. Pad save. The Ice Bears will bring out Jack Dapron. Dapron needs to score to keep this game into extra frames. Dapron waits, he shoots, pad save. McKendree, I believe, has won this hockey game. Unless they go 5 shooters here. So this will be Alexandrov. Boo-Bird's out. Alexandrov comes in. He waits, he shoots, he scores. The Bearcats win this game in a shootout, although officially it is a tie game as the ACHA looks at it standing-wise. But for the sake of who wins this contest, it is a McKendree win. Well, Missouri State, who had everything going for them, including the lead, 30 seconds into the third period. McKendree comes back at 7-11. Nance's goal, then at 12:37, Begich's goal. And the Bearcats come back to split the series against Missouri State. So, unfortunately, the Ice Bears fall to 1-1. McKendree improves to 2-3 on the season. Again, final shot totals, 52-35, as in overtime, Missouri State only got one shot. Penalties, the Ice Bears took 2 for 4 minutes, and 4 penalties, 8 minutes for the Bearcats. But again, the final score, the Ice Bears in overtime, 3-2. They lose this game. That'll do it for us here at Brightspeed Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. For Scott Lutzke, for Cam Bussin, I'm Steve Casson. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Until then, good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.